Hey, this is Troy from Now with Troy, and security matters, right? You can't turn anywhere. News, search online, you're hearing about hacks, cyber hacks. I mean, gas and meat, right? If you live in Colorado, meat production's down. That's in our home state. Security matters, and for many, security seems ridiculously complex. Well, this version of Now with Troy is going to be a little more I don't know, kind of behind the scenes, because I want to walk through how I end up coming up with a short video that you'll see on LinkedIn and talk a little bit more about what matters, right? So if you want to see the whole link, go to YouTube. That's where you're watching this. But security, from the standpoint from Thirdera, is we look at how you simplify security, because it doesn't have to be complex. There are ways to simplify it. As you look at vulnerabilities, many of the clients that we talk to, as they turn on their vulnerability scanners, it's almost a sense of overwhelm, right? They knew there are things that you have to shore up, they have to focus on, but the vulnerabilities just pile up, and it's not like your IT staff didn't already have plenty of work to do, right? And so one of the things that I'd say is this week, June 10th, we've got a webinar on reducing vulnerabilities and looking at how do you prioritize them? How do you take that sea of information from your vulnerability scanners and understand which ones to prioritize? So it's not just piling more onto your IT staff, but looking at what are the right things to do. And so you'll see more and more webinars coming from Thirdera. And this one is going to be part one of a three-part series, really looking at security and how you can respond better and keep it simplified. We partner with an organization called Recorded Future. And so inside of ServiceNow, there are many ways to take that vulnerability scanning information, get it in, look at those vulnerabilities, put them into groups and address them, and then tie it in with security incident where that's appropriate, as well as the rest of ITSM to tie that work together. If you join this webinar on the 10th, you'll find out more about how Recorded Future can help you prioritize it, right? And there's some simple ways to do that. And if you're wrestling with these different ideas, reach out to me. One of the ways that we've been able to help our clients and get very positive feedback on is sitting down and really having a whiteboard session. We don't want to demo you to death. I don't want to slide kill you to death. Instead, we want to listen. So one of the things that we found is we bring our team in from Thirdera that has experience across many different clients, simplifying security and putting some things in place so you can prioritize, so you can see the right areas to focus based on your business needs. That really looks like maybe a 1 to 2 hour, I call it a whiteboard session, even if we don't really have whiteboards we can walk up to and draw on, right? But instead, it's a discussion. It's not a demo. It's not a 500 slide deck presentation, but it's time to really think through, what would security look like? What are your priorities? What do you have in place? What don't you? Where are you looking to try to improve that you're not really sure where to go? And that back and forth helps us ask some clarifying questions, helps us understand where you're at, and give you some clarity, give you some thought. And if there's a way that we can work together, great. If not, you'll end up with really some time with our experts that hopefully can give you some insight of where you can turn around with your team and do some lifts to improve your security. But this webinar is really the focus for this week. And when I think about the short Now with Troy social media video, that's the point, is how do we take what's happening in the press, what's happening really with the growing cyber threat across industry, and say there's a way that we can address it and get the word out about our webinar so you can come join for free. Hear what our security experts have been using both with ServiceNow and with Recorded Future to help you prioritize those vulnerabilities. And so as we jump into this, I wanted to give you kind of the backside, the backstory of how we do the Now with Troy videos, how I do the Now with Troy videos. And you'll see, so as we get to this, I'm gonna clap. That's gonna be the start of my video. And then you'll see how we go through and record one. And that gets produced on YouTube or on LinkedIn. And you'll see this whole video with all the extra on YouTube. So you can see either one. So I'll switch over to this camera and start here. Basically, let's go. Hey, this is Troy from Now with Troy. And security is everywhere. It's in the news. It's shut down meat production. It's affected our oil prices. And there's a threat to most organizations because hackers are out there actively trying to find vulnerabilities and get in. And if you're like many of the clients we work with, they're turning on vulnerability scanning and there's almost another sea of information. Too many things to work on. We have a webinar this Thursday, June 10th at 1 p.m. Mountain that I'd invite you to join. Pass it around your company, get the right people on it, but really it's a chance to get exposed to third areas consultants that have really worked with prioritizing and helping you simplify security and figure out where you should focus on your vulnerabilities with ServiceNow and Recorded Future. And so join us at Third Era, June 10th, and let us see how we can help you simplify security and help you guys out. Thanks so much. Links are below for the webinar, and you can also see the full video of YouTube with the link below too. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye. And that's it. I'll go back and edit, and then I'll put in the closed caption below, and you see it. And anytime you've got questions or suggestions for other videos, things you'd like to hear, reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm easy to find online and enjoy hearing from you and look forward to seeing how we can help you simplify security. Love to get together with you and your team, just do a whiteboard session and really sit down and understand your needs, your priorities, and give you some advice and counsel. And so I look forward to really collaborating with you. Thanks so much.